accurate. Something very big be happening for FNaF, or something very small be happening for FNaF, or maybe nothing. Let's get into it. So if you read the newest book and final book in the fazbear Frights series, not kind of Mega Pizzaplex, Tales from Pizzaplex, not Pikachu, Felix the Shark. So there's 3 cut stories that were canceled from the rest of the fazbear Frights books. So most people thinking, oh, man, these were going to be canon, they were cut, they didn't make it, they were not going to be canon, like a lead scene or something. But then you start reading them, and it's like, this is almost like too much of canon to not be canon, Two of the stories they're fine with their own canon. They hasn't, it's FNaF, they're canon, to the extent. But then the third one, it's pretty interesting.
Which leads us to the final story of Felix the Shark, The Scoop. In this story, a young girl named Mandy is an online FNaF theorist. No joke, she even signs off one of her posts by saying, and I quote, "I can't share all my secret facts yet until I solve this game theory." Anyway, Mandy digs through the code of FNaF 3. Literally FNaF 3, the game. It is mentioned explicitly.
But so theorizing about FNaF 3, yes, Frights First Day. Out of all the games that they chose, they've done Frights First Day, particularly the mobile version. So, don't know what that really means. MatPat just did a video on this, today. This has really got my theory since it's going. I don't have any of the fazbear Frights books. That's just way too much money to waste. Of course, Felix Sharks, that's all the collection. That's $100. I can't pay that. Sorry. So sorry, FNaF. So I usually just watch Daco as, he reads them. And then I watch MatPat, see what theories he comes up with the stories. And it's really interesting. This thing, so a couple years ago, Gravity Falls did this thing, which I've actually, not a fan of Gravity Falls, but I have seen it from time to time. So, don't get mad at me. It's a fine fan base.
The whole thing gave me some big Gravity Falls ARG vibes. For those of you who don't know, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Gravity Falls, did this massive globe-spanning ARG back in 2016. It was a series that was all about hidden mysteries, ciphers, secret codes, complete with a book, much like the survival logbook, that you could buy that contained puzzles and secrets for the fan community to solve. And this ARG, launched after the conclusion of the show, tasked fans of the series from all corners of the map to work together in a quest that would eventually lead them to a statue of the show's villain, Bill Cipher, hidden out in the middle of the woods. Maybe FNaF was seeding out clues for something similar. Or maybe there were plans to do a similar sort of treasure hunt, but the plans got scrapped along the way. I can't be sure, but there were just too many weird details here that didn't seem to be mere coincidences. Regardless, I'd been bested, but that didn't mean I was done. The last time I felt like this was when the survival logbook released, but instead of giving up, I threw the clues that I'd noticed out to you guys, the theorist community, to help me solve it, and he came through. We found Cassidy's name, a name that has since been confirmed by Scott himself. So here I am again at the end of my tether, asking you for help once more. It seems like something's here, but if it is, I can't figure it out on my own. Maybe you're a theorist from Utah and you know the locations I'm talking about. Maybe you do know how to break open the files of a mobile game. Maybe you're as obsessed with this franchise as I am, and you too have the coloring book, and you notice something on those pages that I don't. We haven't let FNaF beat us yet, and we're sure as heck not gonna let it happen today.
So these are real places in the real world that these stories take place at, which is not really done in any of the fazbear Frights books. If you really want to understand this better, I would go watch MatPat's this video. He can explain it more than I can. But the thing we need to take away from this is FNaF 3 is more important than we think. There's something about the game that is still relevant to the FNaF lore today. Whether it be security breach or a future game, I don't know. So if we do find anything, it might not mean anything right now, but in the future it can mean so much. So we gotta keep that in mind. FNaF 3, something is there that we have not discovered yet. Scott probably put that back in 2020, waiting for us to read this book, and waiting for us to connect the dots. And now he's waiting for us to go out and find it in FNaF 3. He's trying to trick us with the thing saying that it's in the files. I think it's in the actual game itself. So if you have FNaF 3 on mobile, check it out, play through the game, look at every little thing. Because no matter what, because they could have chose any other game in the whole franchise, it wouldn't have mattered. Because this is this alternate universe of our universe where people are theorizing about the game, about FNaF. So they could chose any, but they chose FNaF 3. That was the one they decided to choose. So that tells us that something's definitely up with FNaF 3. There's something in the game. We need to find it. FNaF 3 will be important to the lore. Okay, for me, I have FNaF 3 on mobile. It's one of the few FNaF I've actually ever played on the channel, and played in person, generally. So, I'm going to read download FNaF 3 on my tablet. I'm going to go through the entire game, check out Ready 2001 if you want to see me actually do a playthrough, And if I find anything, I'll take screenshots, and I'll let you guys know with a sequel to this theory video if I found anything or if I didn't. And if the whole FNaF community has an answer to this crazy new Easter Bunny Easter egg hunt thing that is going on. It's reference to FNaF AR. If you played the game, you get it. But I guess now, bye-bye, Skyrim off the hacker.